I am sure I do not need to point this out to you, but House Manant is a customer in good standing at the Bank of Daggerfall. So, as I noted before, I prefer not to have any regrettable occurrences happen there. The best way is to stage a distraction, of course. My father and I will take care of that. We can provide you with the opportunity you'll need to withdraw Lord Iveri's valuables without anyone being the wiser. Shall we be on our way? Excellent. Meet me in the Bank of Daggerfall. I shall be waiting by the hearth. And do try not to look shifty, my dear. Confidence is key. Off to work then. We will see you at the bank.
What is it?
Yeah.
Buying, selling, trading.
I fear the criminal Gwyneth remains at large, Lady Celine. But you can be sure I will find her. Good day.
Captain Sansone is very determined. Oh, over here, my dear. Gwen's going to lead the law to our doorstep if she's not careful. Well, let's get to work. I chatted with the manager. Lord Iveri's key is in the vault below, while his debt bond contracts are in 2 safe boxes upstairs. We should retrieve both. We came here to get that key, assuming it has some connection to the Codex, but I think we should retrieve those debt bond contracts first. I leave that to you. My father and I will provide a distraction. Here, lockpicks for the safe boxes. To hold someone's debt puts you in a powerful position. Iveri's contract could blackmail or ruin a lot of people. I don't want the Coldane cartel to claim them. While you get the contracts, I'll see about getting us into the vault. I know of a hidden access in a disused passage below. Which reminds me, you need to avoid violence. Use the Somnol powder I gave you if you run into trouble. Retrieve the contracts, then meet me downstairs. Now, be ready to make your move. Oh, Eliza! First that horrible tragedy at Iveri Estate, and now a criminal at large?
It's terrible. I'm glad Captain Sansone is looking into it personally.
Indeed. I have the utmost confidence in the Lion God.
Finders keepers, as they say.
Oh no! Father!
some fresh air.
You don't belong. That's it. Out with you.
There you are. Let me open this locking mechanism. Almost got it. Ah! There's a spring I need to hold open. There. Get the key, and only the key, please. We don't want anyone to know we were here. Sorry, I had to let the door close behind you. Look around. Lord Ivery's key should stand out.
Celine! Celine, my dear, are you down here? I think some fresh air has your father feeling much better. Coming!
Find the key, then leave by the side passage. It leads to the city wall. I must go.
I saw nothing. I guess this is a fight now.
I forget to mention that secret exit? Never quite found a need to use it until now.
Keeping secrets from your father? Good for you. I wondered why
You'll
you
take
told me to
anything
meet
that
you
isn't
here.
tied down, won't you?
Isn't Father a wonderful actor? Just goes to prove that the simplest diversions work best. I assume you retrieved Lord Iveri's key and the debt bond contracts? A rather curious-looking key. What door does it open? Perhaps the answer lies in the Codex Fornet, provided we can ever read it. Now, I confess I left both tasks in your hands to gauge your skill for myself. Did you run into any trouble? Dear gods, you're... Ah, yes, you're joking. You had me there for a moment. Thieves do better when they leave behind mysteries instead of corpses. Always leave the authorities wondering how the crime was done. Anyway, what's your next task? Ah, yes. She told Quen earlier that she thought she could get some answers from the Red Rooks at Ilisan Tower. Be careful, my dear. Abrasia rarely worries about avoiding bloodshed. I'll return to the den and keep this key safe for now. My father will take great pleasure in destroying those debt bond contracts, but this key is clearly worth keeping. I'm still unsure about forming a guild with the other gangs, as our animosity runs deep. But Quinn's heist has sparked my imagination. Have you met Abrasia? That woman is the very embodiment of contrariness. Yet I understand she came from circumstances very different from my own. She has made something of herself, in her own way. I just think she could be more. Abrasia has the wits and ambition to succeed in anything she chooses to do. And Wayne, too. They don't have to settle for being street thieves and robbers. My father obviously approves of this notion of forming a thieves' guild, but I'm not convinced. As an idea, nothing. As a reality, is the threat of the cartel enough to truly bind our three rival gangs together? And what do Quen and her superiors in Abaz Landing get out of all this? Until my suspicions are allayed, I remain skeptical. I should think the answer is obvious. I followed my father into the family business. There was a time when House Menant was on the verge of ruin. My grandfather gambled away his inheritance. My father had to find a way to get it back. While we are no longer impoverished, I have learned that with my particular skill set, I can do some good in this world. Return lost valuables to their proper owners. Rescue items of beauty from those who would hoard and hide them away. Not always. Sometimes I pilfer a jewel that catches my eye. But I spend as much time finding lost treasures no one owns as I do stealing jewels from lords and merchants. And I steal from no one who doesn't deserve to part with a little wealth. Have you met Abrasia? That woman is...
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
You made it. Let's talk about the plan. Welcome to Illisan Tower's dungeon. If someone tried to stab you on the way in, that's normal. This place has been a Red Rook hideout for as long as anyone can remember. I've had a scrap or two here myself. Ready to cause some trouble? This door leads to the lower dungeon. We go in and make our way to Dremic's quarters. Up some stairs in the eastern passage. Grab any cartel correspondence we find. Gavin Couldane loves telling pissants like Dremic what to do, in writing. Here, I wrote some fake notes for Dremic's Red Rook rivals. Hints of mutiny to sow a little chaos. Plant these in likely spots. I could do it myself, but I'm giving you a chance to impress me. And I expect you to move fast. On jobs like this, the goal is to grab as much loot, or in this case, plant as many notes as possible before people catch on. Each time someone spots you, time gets shorter, so don't get spotted, outlaw. Here's your test. Time's running out. You don't fail if you take too long, but I'll be disappointed. That note should start some trouble. 2 more to go. One more note to plant. Don't disappoint me now. Make this quick. We have other things to do.
You fetcher!
Those notes ought to ruffle some feathers.
I keep my blade sharp. Can't cut a purse with a dull knife. I'm getting bored down here. When's the next job? Yeah.
You're the best the Red Rook's got? Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. That's it. Grab the correspondence and meet me outside. Let's go. Meet me outside the city gate.
Into my dungeon? That's the last mistake you'll ever make!
Got them off balance! bitch!
I keep my blade sharp.
I was tired of walking anyway.
I love the sound of a ruckus behind me. Always makes me smile. Let's talk. Not bad, Outlaw. You got the job done, and you didn't get either of us captured or killed. You might just work out. Now, let's have a look at that cartel correspondence you picked up. What do you make of it? Ah, damn it. The cartel was a problem before, but this puts us in direct competition. Coldane writes that one of his chiefs got picked up by the Lion Guard. This cogwin might be worth looking into. Anyway, want to know how you did on my test? Ha ha. I was going to say you did pretty good, at least until you decided to be a wise arse. It isn't easy to be both fast and stealthy, but there's nothing like the thrill of a job well done. Where are you off to next? Thought so. You and Quen were talking about that when you got back from the Avery estate. Well, have fun. Edwaine's got the lightest fingers in Daggerfall, but you'll die of old age waiting for him to decide if the job's worth the risk. Walk proud, Outlaw. I don't understand how Quen thinks she can make a sharp guild of dull knives like Edwaine and Celine, but she knew what she was doing when she picked you to help us. We were literally rivals yesterday, and today we're trying to work together? It's not natural. And I don't know if this is the best fit for me or my road sworn. But to answer your question, Edwaine and Celine are soft. They lack, ambition. Nerve, daring, swagger, call it what you will. With the street hawks, the Menants, I guess, and my road sworn together, we could be the lords of High Rock. Take what we want and spit in the world's eye. That would be my kind of guild. Just that my idea of a guild and what the other gang leaders think, I'm not sure they line up. And Quen, we're just supposed to trust a thief we don't know from a place I've never been to? No, there are too many unanswered questions for my liking. That's a pretty personal question, Outlaw. I don't know if you've earned an honest answer from me yet. Let's just say I had a rough start. I learned early on that no one was going to give me anything. I'd have to take it. I don't give it a second thought. I go where I want. I drink and laugh and carouse when I feel like it, and I bend the knee to no one. Not Coldane, not some king or emperor. No one. The world owes me. Until the day I die, I'm going to make it pay.
You're the darling who saved Rose and Vaughn, aren't you?
Right here, friend. I've been waiting for you. This might be tricky. There are a lot of people around, and the city guards are on edge after Lord Iveri's murder. On the bright side, I've been watching for a bit, and I know what we need to do. Mostly. As I told you in the den, a Telvanni emissary arrived to present research papers to Master Guyard. The two of them are talking just up the path. We need to move them someplace where we can listen in. My friend here should be able to help. Carso is a great thief. Here, give him a treat and he'll provide a distraction. Some fake coins can do the same for bystanders too. Once we get our marks into position, we'll listen in. One of those mages should have the papers we want. Not sure. That's why we need to eavesdrop and find out who's carrying the notes. Pickpocketing requires observation and patience. I'll pull you out if things go awry, but I'm going to let you take the lead. I want to see how you handle it. Let's just take things one step at a time. First, we use distractions to maneuver those two mages over there into a place where we can listen in without them noticing. Think of it as staging a play. We need to place the actors so the scene goes just the way we want it to. Our tools are distraction and misdirection. First, we move that small crowd there. That's a job for Carso. I expect our mages to naturally distance themselves from the crowd, but we don't want them to go too far. We'll use those shiny coins to keep them from continuing down the street, and then I'll nudge them into just the right spot. Be my guest. If you can walk up on the two of them in the open like that, you're a better thief than I am. Otherwise, I advise patience. You'll make us both look like fools if you get caught with your hand in a pocket. There's a basket by the tree up the path. Let's get the mages closer to it so we can eavesdrop. Too many people around. But Carso can distract them.
I'm glad I ran into you. What are you wearing to the party?
Oh, hey there, fellow. You want to play?
Maybe I could keep him. What a cute little dog.
See? Crowds love a merry dog. Now let's put that drunkard over yonder to use. If that drunkard obstructs the street, our mages should hesitate. Toss a few of the coins I gave you. Good. People avoid others making fools of themselves.
Now that's a lot of coin. Someone ought to pick it up.
All right, I'm on my way. I don't feel so good. Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Let's find somewhere more private to speak.
Why is your mysterious patron interested in Sage Vornet anyway?
I never got the chance to ask. Lord Iveri was murdered during a burglary.
That's terrible. And ironic. The papers were sitting in a guild library for ages.
Rosen will find a place for them in our repository.
Did you find out what you need? I couldn't quite make out what they were saying from here. Did they mention anything about the research notes we're supposed to steal? Ah, Rosen is Guyard's assistant. She'll be downstairs in the restricted part of the guild hall. There probably won't be many people around. I once went down there with an initiate and, well, never mind. Head down to the guild repository and lift the research notes from Rosen. Try not to get caught, but I'll do what I can to provide some cover if you need it. I'll be waiting out front when you're done.
Mom and Dad give their best. Well played, Master Thief.
Oh dear, I'm always misplacing things.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
You're back. Are we done here? No cries of outrage, no angry guards. Things must have gone well. I'd say you have a promising future in property redistribution. So what do we have there? No clue what this arcane dissertation is supposed to tell us about Quen's book, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, looks like we got what we came for. I admit, I wasn't sure about you. Nice work. That won't be necessary. Just remember that it can be tricky working in public spaces like this. All it takes is one barking dog or sharp-eyed passerby, and suddenly the whole town is on you. So, what's next for you? Good. I may be skeptical about this heist for a legendary vault that Quen thinks will bring us all together, but I'm willing to see how things play out. Anyway, you should head back to the Thieves' Den and let her know how you did. I'm on my way back to the Thieves' Den. I want to get these notes to Quen and see just what kind of miraculous ancient treasure she thinks they'll point us to. Look, our gangs are too small to stand up to the Coldane cartel individually, so Basil convinced us there was safety in numbers, calling in Quen and proposing to form a thieves' guild. As your very question suggests, none of us see eye to eye. Celine is a noble. She doesn't need to steal. This is all just an amusement to her. She never had to sneak an apple from a cart or bread from a basket to curb her hunger. I like Celine. I admire her father. But they should leave the thieving to us. That's simple. I don't trust her. Abrasia boasts about living free, but she's a bloody-handed robber with a short attention span. The moment she gets bored, someone gets hurt. I'll work with her if I must, but I won't turn my back on her. Not ever. Obviously, we're trying to work together, but it will never last. How can it? The Street Hawks and the Road Sworn are too different, and House Monat treats our livelihood as a game. Quen's intentions may be good, but trust needs to be earned. The same way 100 other orphans in the streets did, I suppose. I was hungry and needed something to eat. Still, I guess something my parents taught me before the flu took them stuck, because I always felt bad about stealing stuff. Whenever I could, I tried to balance the scales, do a small favor for someone if I couldn't pay, sweep up at closing or keep the other street rats away. It taught me the value of making friends. I teach my street hawks to do the same.
Off we go.
Garso, good boy.
A nice little present from Beck, eh?
The Coldane cartel is a problem. We need to hit them first.
I'm not going to get street hawks killed because you want to fight.
We're a step ahead of Coldane. Why engage when we can just let him chase us?
And hope the cartel goes away? That's as useless as fighting.
Quarreling is getting us nowhere. Our friend's back. I need a word, partner.
We're at war with the cartel, whether my so-called allies believe it or not. Talk to Quen and wrap this up so we can figure out what to do about Coldane and his unrelenting desire to rule over the Daggerfall underworld.
This constant bickering grows wearisome. Who cares if the cartel also seeks the Nowhere Vault? Thanks to you, Quen, and my father, we're ahead of them, and that's what counts. Speak with Quen. I'm eager to proceed with the next stage of the heist.
Despite the argument you just witnessed, the gang leaders were impressed with your work out there. So far, you show all the signs of being an exemplary thief. We're lucky to have you. Now, I want your perspective. How did things go today? Celine was very proud of what happened at the bank. I have an idea about that key, but what you and Abrasia uncovered at Illisan Tower, we need to talk to that Lion Guard prisoner. What about the research from the Mages Guild? It will take some time for me to go over the notes with Basil. He's the closest thing we have to an expert on Librarian Hennard and Sage Vornet. Hopefully, though, what we need is in that research. Basil says that everything he's ever heard or read about the Nowhere Vault is that it requires special keys to open. Nowhere keys. I think this may be one of them. Hopefully, the Codex can tell us more. Now, one more thing, but we can't talk here. Let's step outside for a moment so we can speak privately, partner. The next chamber should do. We'll continue this there.
This constant bickering grows wearisome. Who cares if the cartel also seeks the Nowhere Vault? Thanks to you, Quen, and my father, we're ahead of them, and that's what...
There you are. Now that we have some privacy, let's talk. We made progress with the puzzles we set out to solve, and that's good. But I also wanted you to meet Celine, Abrasia, and Edwayne, to work with them and get a sense of who they are. So let's not overlook the most important task you accomplished today. You engaged all three gang leaders to work toward a common goal. And better yet, you won their trust with your skill and discretion. Thanks to you, we're finally on the path to forging the Daggerfall Thieves Guild. Here, your cut from today's take. You did everything I asked and more, but I'm still worried. The Coldane cartel is not only seeking to take control of the Glenumbra underworld, they're after our prize. Now that our gang leaders are engaged, it's time to formulate a new plan.